Concussion is the non-Oscar nominated film from 2015. And the reason I mention that is because it was kind of a controversy in a way. Well, they made it into a controversy. Will Smith starring as a Nigerian doctor who's kind of come over to the US States to kind of make his future, and he's a very talented doctor, and he starts discovering and following one case involving the death of like a local athlete superstar. He starts investigating the brain patterns in ex-football players, and he begins finding kind of a similarity, and then begins linking it to brain damage causing from, you know, all the kind of bashing of skulls that you see in American football. Like, it's not really a conspiracy film. He looks at one body, he's like, yeah, it's this. And then everyone goes, oh, right. There is a trouble where he's trying to, like, convince, like, pretty much, you know that the NFL already know that they're in the wrong, but it's just trying to get the amount of evidence to push through and make it law or make it known. And I'll be honest, it didn't really sell me. I mean, it's a fine biopic, and I'm sure for anyone that's actually interested in the topic, it probably does the film very well. But to be honest, I just wasn't interested throughout. The Will Smith performance, which the reason I'll go back to the controversy again, is that they assumed that, well, I mean Will Smith and Jada Smith assumed that since he wasn't nominated for Best Actor, it was because of a race thing. It wasn't. It was due to a talent thing. It's fine. He just doesn't deserve Best Actor. He wasn't better than any of the nominees. I didn't find his accent that bad. A lot of people said that his accent was bad because he's trying to do a Nigerian accent. But to be honest, if anyone knows me, they know that my accents are terrible. So I find it very hard to judge a bad accent. And it was fine. I mean, it had moments of being, but at the same time, when the way people described it, I expected it to be much worse than it was. It's kind of strange I feel like you're not going to like this film unless you like football, like American football, a lot. And the reason I say that is that it talks a lot about how this is a game that's essentially killing off all these young people like early with brain damage. But at the same time, there's like 3 or 4 speeches about how great the game is throughout. And I'm like, as someone that's not an American citizen or whatever, not a fan, to sit through 4 speeches saying about how it's the best thing in the world and football's everything in this world and football's everything in this country, and I'm like, yeah, patriot. No, I just kind of shut off there, and it just becomes a bit preachy. I don't know, and it was confusingly preachy again, because it was like, this game is so brilliant, but by the way, it's also killing people. And then they don't really offer an explanation as why that justifies it. So it's got this, like, it's got, like, footage of people bashing heads together to dark music, and then it'll show, like, relatively same footage to triumphant music, and you're just like, what am I supposed to feel here? But yeah, it's just a very standard film. I mean, I didn't think it did anything bad, but I didn't think it did anything good either. So, 5.